Ladies and gentlemen, this is Khalil Breathler, your host of the Khalil the High Level Sports Show YouTube channel, Facebook page, and I'm gonna start off with this developing story that you all just saw last night at the Ohio State Board of Trustees press conference. Now, as you all know, just got breaking news as of yesterday. That is in the press conference that Urban Meyer has been suspended 3 games. Oregon State, Rutgers, and TCU. He will show up September 22nd when Ohio State takes on Tulane. Now, quite frankly, this is actually now Urban Meyer. The reason why Urban Meyer has been suspended for 3 games is because of the fact that he didn't necessarily he failed to mishandle the conduct, the sexual domestic misconduct by Zach Smith, who was already fired. Now also, Urban Meyer, he had some memory issues, that is, medication of being absorbed in football season, causing Meyer to misspeak, misinterpret. He talks to the staffer of deleting old text. Now, in May 2014, the fired assistant coach Zach Smith, he spent money to a strip club with high school coaches on a recruiting trip. He spent $600. Now, this prompted Meyer to add a morality clause to it. The Buckeyes coaching manual to prevent strip clubs that would embarrass Ohio State and ban porn on university issued devices. Now, in June 2016, that is, Zach Smith admitted to a drug treatment facility for addiction to treat ADHD, that is. Now, the Simpsey House in Mason, Ohio, Zach Smith left 4 days and he didn't even complete his 10-day treatment, that is. He never did. Now, Urban Meyer kept Zach Smith through the years of all his obnoxious behavior that could have gotten a whole lot of people fired. Coach Urban Meyer, he impressed us with Coach Meyer did say that he impressed us with a sincere commitment to the respect for women, the core value that he espouses and tries to instill all of his players. But Urban Meyer did not inform. He did not. He did not inform the athletic director Gene Smith, that is, or anyone at the Ohio State about Zach Smith's 2009 arrest. Now, Gene Smith tells investigators that he was not aware of Zach Smith's '09 arrest. Now, Shelley Meyer, she contacted the Powell Police in Ohio, that is, to seek more information on the investigation of Zach Smith. The Urban Meyer follows his heart, and so basically, Zach Smith was arrested back in '09, that is, but he was not charged at that time, that is, by the way. This was back in '09 and '15, that is. Now, Urban Meyer said yesterday that in the press conference, in the board trustees press conference, that he follows his heart and not his head. But Urban Meyer said he gave Zach Smith the benefit of the doubt. So basically, Urban Meyer already fired Zach Smith for sure. I'll tell you that right now. So basically, this isn't looking too good right now. Now he's gonna be now. Quite frankly, to be honest, as I said already, that Gene Smith, he's already been suspended for mishandling the conduct of Zach Smith. But he was not aware of Zach Smith's '09 arrest. Now I can't. And he also failed to take action during Zach Smith's conduct, and Urban Meyer, he also failed to take action or to mishandle the action or the misconduct of the assault case by Zach Smith, who was already fired. That is, so quite. But see, apology. He now there was a reporter yesterday that said that Urban Meyer, Urban Meyer did, however, apologize. I mean, now there was a name. The investigator did. Now there was a reporter that brought up the name Courtney Smith, but Urban Meyer, that is, he did not mention Courtney Smith when the time that he apologized yesterday. So, but he did apologize to Buckeye Nation. Look, Urban Meyer only cares about his football team. He only apologized to Buckeye Nation and his football team. He only cares about football. That's all he does. So basically, the board of trustees, well, they may have made the mistake that is of having Urban Meyer. The board of trustees, they could have had Urban Meyer fired on the spot. So basically, he admitted that he lied about the misconduct of Zach Smith. Though he failed, he also. So basically, who was the recently fired head coach? Now, Courtney Smith, that is, she already placed. What is it? A restraining order on Zach Smith. So really, So basically, who is to blame for all that? Is Urban Meyer the one to blame for all that? He's not the victim here, though. His career is in line because his career is in jeopardy. But I can tell you this right now: they're at Ohio State until September 3rd. So quite frankly, since Urban Meyer, that is going to be spending 3 games, he's going to be coming back on September 22nd when Ohio State takes on Tulane. Now, Ohio State, Urban Meyer is 73-8 with Ohio State football. So I can't figure out exactly what the narrative is behind all that really is. And basically, no one knows exactly as to whether or not if this is going to be Urban Meyer's last stand as Ohio State head coach. No one knows that for sure. And I can honestly say that Urban Meyer, he may tell the truth, that is, but he did not apologize to Courtney Smith, nor, Shelly Smith, though. He only apologized to Buckeye Nation. What good is that going to do you? What good is that going to do you, really? You can't just, honestly, you can't just say, I apologize to the Buckeye Nation for this disaster. I apologize for this investigation. Now, Urban Meyer, he did take full responsibility for himself, for everybody's actions, and there's repercussions right there. Why didn't you apologize to Courtney Smith? Why didn't you do that? That's not gonna do it any good. But no one knows. I mean, he did take some sort of medication that's supposed to relieve him of to restore his memory. He may have forgot what he said, though. But no one knows what this medication really was. It was, it quite frankly, well, didn't even do any good, and it quite frankly didn't. I'm not so sure it's going to turn out. Now, Urban Meyer, that is, he informed the 8. Urban Meyer did not inform Gene Smith or anyone at Ohio State about Zach Smith's 2009 arrest, though. But that's not looking good right there. Now, Gene Smith, the alleged director, he told the investigators that he was not aware of the 2009 arrest. So, quite frankly, this is really not a good look at all. The question I have for each and one of you is, should the Board of Trustees have done the right thing by having Urban Meyer released as the Ohio State head coach? That's the question you all are going to have to ask yourselves. Because, quite frankly, by the looks of it, Urban Meyer's career could have been in dire jeopardy, and you could have seen it yesterday. I didn't see any of that. I mean, does he have any remorse for his football players? Does he have any remorse for his wife? Does he have any remorse for Courtney Smith? Does he have any of that at all? And obviously, I just can't figure out, what the outcome was going to be. You can see how the press conference went down on BigTenNetwork.com or Big Ten Network's YouTube channel, ESPN, ESPN.com, ESPN's YouTube channel, if you want, that is, about this developing story. So basically, if you listen, Urban Meyer, look, Urban Meyer could have been released. The board trustees didn't do it. If you think suspending him wasn't really good, so all right. The another question I do have for each and one of you is: do you think that suspending Urban Meyer for 3 games is good enough? That's a question you have to ask yourselves. Or maybe do you think that the board trustees should have overturned that rule by having Urban Meyer released? He missed 3 lots to Big Ten media days. He was not aware of those texts that he got. He was he didn't know about the misconduct of the text. He didn't know anything about the 2015 text about those days, but he did not. However, he was fully aware of Zach Smith's misconduct. That is. So quite frankly, this is really just not a good look. And obviously, I'm looking at a coach right now, one of the winningest coaches in college football history, whose career was in dire jeopardy. And I don't think this is going to do any good. So basically, the board of trustees were doing the right thing by having. Obviously, the question is, you have to ask yourselves exactly, how are Buckeye Nation and all the fans and the viewers and the football team and the football players gonna respond to Urban Meyer being released for 3 games, being suspended for 3 games? And how are they gonna feel about Urban Meyer returning September 22nd? That is, how's Buckeye Nation? How are the fans and the viewers gonna feel about this? There's gonna be a lot of unanswered questions about this, and hopefully I'll be able to get more into this for sure. So keep your eyes on that. Let me know in the comment section what you think on that developing story. By the way, Urban Meyer being suspended for 3 games without pay, and he was already suspended. He's been suspended this is like days after being paid on administrative leave, and the fact that he failed to mishandle the misconduct that is of Zach Smith, the recently fired assistant coach. That is. So quite frankly, this is not looking too good right now, and I'm not sure how deep this is going. So basically, it's pretty much good that he's going to be reinstated September 22nd. That he's going to be coming back for September 22nd when Ohio State takes on Tulane. But do you think that having Urban Meyer spend 3 games is a really good decision? To this, a lot of you fans right now are just wondering exactly what can be done about this, or maybe how is Urban Meyer still keeping his job when he's not being fired at all? Because yesterday could have been his last day with Ohio State, and everyone saw this one down. So I'm not figuring out exactly as to what you're gonna do with that. And and Urban Meyer's career is in jeopardy. So, and no one knows whether this is going to be Urban Meyer's final season as Ohio State head coach. So hopefully I'll be able to get more into that though. And that's all. That's all you all got to know right there. By the way, about Urban Meyer being suspended for 3 games. That is. So, let you know more about that. Another time I do the assistant or the friend of or one of the ex MSU worker, that is, by name of Katie Klages. She has been arrested and charged with 2 counts of lying to a police officer, one charge of a felony, and the other is a misdemeanor. Now, the Michigan law, it is the felony lying to investigators about major crimes such as criminal sexual conduct, misdemeanor charges lying about a less serious crime, and the felony is punishable up to 4 years in prison if Klages is found guilty on that. Even the misdemeanor is punishable. That can have her up to 2 years in prison. So quite frankly, Klages wasn't necessarily being honest about this. Now she's been the coaching gymnast past 20 years with Larry Nassar, who's that piece of trash that did for like it's gonna be facing. He's already facing 75+ years in prison. That is. So basically, well, how do this goes? Well, this isn't looking too good. You cannot lie to police about this. You cannot lie to police at all. Because Meyer, he's already been given a 75-year sentence that is do this like that assault that is only the younger individuals. And quite frankly, Katie Klages admitted that she lied to police though, and this is not looking good. So quite frankly, if however she is found guilty on this particular case, you're one and done. You're gonna end up just like that sick piece of that one no good piece of trash Larry Nassar. If Katie Klages is found guilty on this, she got a death sentence up to 2 or 4 years in prison. That is so. Quite frankly, this is not looking too good right now. And now she was charged, that is, and arrested, lying to police about Larry Nassar's sexual misconduct. That is, or the molestation charges. Originally younger gymnast, and this is really not good. So Larry Nassar, he's already been in jail for he's already facing a 75-year prison sentence away, 75-year prison sentence. So quite frankly, you know, Katie Klages, well, pretty much if she's admitted that she lied about this and she also found guilty of this, she's gonna be facing 2 or 4 years of this as well. So I'll let you know about more about this stuff, by the way, and hopefully some things are gonna be straightened out as well though, about this particular story as well. Another time I do want to address though, moving on, is that Tiger Woods versus Phil Mickelson winner take all for 9 mil or 10 mil will be happening on Friday, November 23rd at the Shadow Creek Golf Course in Vegas, and it will be seen on pay-per-view. You can vote right now to see who you think is going to win the winner take all, Tiger Woods or Phil Mickelson. Now Tiger Woods, he's had the best year in 2020's been his best year though. But is he going to be doing good when he takes on Phil Mickelson in the match of the century? This is a bit of a golf match, by the way. This is a winner take all for 9 mil or 10 mil though, so that's going to be must see, must watch. I know you guys are really excited about this. I know you all are fascinated with this idea, and you know this is really good. It's gonna be happening on Thanksgiving weekend though, so hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy this. It's must see, must watch. Don't miss out on that. And please be sure that you all just send me your comments and your tweets about that down below if you want that. It's pretty good news. So I'm real fascinated with that idea as well though. Another time I want to address though is that Cris Cyborg versus Amanda Nunes will be happening at UFC 232 on December 29th. Now this is a champion versus champion match. So both titles could be on the line for sure. And whoever you got, whether you got Cris Cyborg or Nunez, well, it's gonna be really interesting to see exactly whether or not I think Cris Cyborg still got it. Because I know for sure she could beat Amanda Nunes, and and one of these women could walk out both titles. The UFC Women's Bantamweight title and the UFC Women's Welterweight title, or Featherweight title, that is. So it's going to be really good. It's going to be really interesting to see. I hope you guys are really fascinated with that as well. So that will be seen on pay-per-view as well. And hopefully, whoever you got, you can vote right now if you want that to see. You can tweet, you can send your tweets, your comments down below. Tell me you think you're going to win that match. And hopefully, it's going to be must see, must watch right there. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, Paul George says that there should be more like super teams that should take down those no good warriors. I mean, look, if PG says what I think is true, then pretty much, well, he pretty much may have a valid point. Saying there should be more super teams, and saying that should be more super teams to take down those no good warriors. I mean, Warriors haven't lost. They have not been eliminated from the playoffs from day one at all. No, they have not. They may have had some few losses though, but they have not been eliminated though. So hopefully someone's going to eliminate those Warriors, and it could be maybe the Lakers, maybe the likes of there were the likes of MJ, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. You got guys like Kobe and Shaq. You got Paul Pierce, KJ Ray Allen. You had that Miami Heat with King LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. You had guys such as like Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. That was before though. That is. Now you got PG, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook. And then you got James Harden, CP3, Chris Paul. You got those guys in there. So who do you think is going to knock them out? Who is going to take down those no good Warriors? And maybe it could be King LeBron James of the Lakers. They could take out those no good Warriors. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So hopefully something's going to be done about it. Hopefully someone's going to take those no good Warriors and just try to knock them off their high horse. And hopefully the Warriors, they'll get eliminated by that. So I'll probably let you know that that's all you need to know right there. Now moving on, that is, I just like to say happy 40th to the GOAT himself, Kobe Bryant. You scored 60 points your last game. You've done a whole lot for the NBA industry. You're a 5-time NBA champion. I know for sure you're gonna be. I know for sure that you're not gonna be going to the big three basketball. No, I won't take that. I know you're retired. I know you made a whole lot of history. You won titles with Shaq, Paul Gasol. In there, you're a former NBA champion as well. I know that's right, and you've done a whole lot to get where you are. You're a motivator. You've done a whole lot. Got your new show, Detail. Pretty good news. So, quite frankly, you'll be in the Naismith Hall of Fame in the next few years of your career. So I'll let you. So that's gonna be pretty good right there. So again, happy 40 to you, Kobe Bryant. That's a big milestone right there, and hopefully you have a good birthday as well, though. So that's gonna be pretty good right there. Interesting to see how Kobe Bryant's elevated this game. That is. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for the High Level Sports Board show. To the Khalil, the High Level Sports Board YouTube channel and Facebook page. Please be sure you send me your comments, your tweets, your thoughts, your reactions from Urban Meyer being suspended for 3 games without pay after being paid on administrative leave, and after failing to mishandle the conduct of Zach Smith, the recently fired assistant coach. Let me know about that and tell me if you think that Urban Meyer should have been fired yesterday. Let me know more about that. Let me know if and send your well wishes to Kobe Bryant's 40th birthday. That is, please be sure about that. And tell me if you think Paul George has a valid point though. Since there's more super teams that should take down the Sunoco Warriors, and although he's got a point there, let me know in the comment section down below. Some of your tweets, your comments, your thoughts about that. Let me know who you think is going to win against the Cyborg versus Nunez UFC 232 on December 29th. Let me know who you think is going to win that match, whether you got Cyborg or Nunez. Let me know about that. And tell me who you think is going to win the Tiger Woods versus Phil Mickelson winner-take-all match for $9 million, or $10 million, that is, at the Shot Creek Golf Course in Vegas. Let me know about that. Tell me you think it's going to be Tiger Woods or Phil Mickelson. Send me your comments, your tweets, your reactions, your thoughts on that. That's going to be on November 23rd. And who do you think is going to vote? Who you going to vote to win that one? Tiger Woods or Phil Mickelson? Let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll be back with more announcements and more breaking news, developing stories, trending topics that all pertain to the sports industry as well. So I'll let you know about that though. So that's going to do right there, ladies and gentlemen. So take care, you guys. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.